Welcome to Miss Graves' Art Room. Today in Miss Graves' Art Room, we are going to be making stop motion animation. The supplies you'll need are a smartphone, a tablet, or a Chromebook, an object to animate. You could use the origami frog from last week. I will link in the bottom of this video to how to make that if you missed it. And you'll also need to download the app Stop Motion. Make sure to ask your parents for permission first. The essential questions you'll be able to answer by the end of this lesson are: what is stop motion animation, and how can I create stop motion animation using technology? That brings us to the words of the week. Stop motion animation is a technique in which objects are moved a little at a time. Each time it is moved, you'll take a photograph. When it is played back, the object looks like it's moving. Alright, so I know we're just getting started, but I want you to pause the video and then go look at the links that are below the video, and I want you to watch the history of stop motion animation and watch a few of my favorite stop motion animations to get an idea about what we'll be creating. So before we get started, I want to remind you that at any time during this video you can press the pause button or rewind. I'll be going pretty fast. Today I'm using my tablet and I'm going to scroll over to the stop motion app, and I'm going to press on that. It'll open up to the home screen, and on this home screen on the left side you'll see a plus sign, and underneath it says new movie. You'll click on that and this might pop up. You can just press dismiss. One option for creating your stop motion animation is using the red button on the right. You will set up your object and move it a little bit at a time. Each time you move it, you will take a picture using the red button. I find this to be a little bit more difficult, so I'm going to show you in a moment how to use the camera on your device, and you'll take the pictures in there before you come into the app. This is one way you can do it. Option 2, you'll go to your camera and you're going to take the pictures in your camera before going into the stop motion app. I like to have a little background, so I'm just using this piece of cardboard. You don't have to do that unless you really want to. So I'm just getting mine set up, and I'm taking a picture with the white button on my device. It might look different on your smartphone or your tablet or your Chromebook than the way it looks on mine, but you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to move it a little bit at a time, take a picture. Each time you move it, until your items or your objects move out of the frame. I end up taking about 13 of these. You can do less, but more is good. I think you need to have at least 6. So I like to take enough pictures so that you end up not seeing them at all. And you can make, if you're using your frogs, you can try to make them hop and race rather than just moving them like I did. So I exited out of the camera, and now I'm going to scroll over to the stop motion app, and I will open it up. Go to new video, you'll press dismiss, and then press the square with the plus sign. Go to add photos. This way you are adding photos you've already taken. As you can see, I'm selecting all 13 of mine. I choose the orientation on the left, and I press play on the right. Now looks like a pause sign in blue, and it's just going to play over and over and over until I stop it. It's the back arrow button to exit out, and then you can click on the text and type in the title of your artwork. I'm naming mine Froggy. Here are a few more helpful tips as you navigate stop motion. You'll see a blue box with a plus sign. You can add more images. So I'm just showing you how you can do that. I'm not going to add any more images, so I'm going to exit out. And the little gear button is to make your video or your animation go slow or fast. So we're going to put it on 10 frames per second. See how fast it goes and play it. And now I'm going to try, let's see, 20 frames per second. You can see it's much faster. So you can play with the speed of your animation. I prefer it a little slow, where you can kind of see each frame a little more. So when you exit out, well, I don't need this, so you are going to select the one that you want, press animated GIF, GIF, and then share it to Outlook or whatever email you use. And you're going to type in mrsgravesartroom@gmail.com, and then in the subject you're going to write stop animation by whatever your name is, Joe. In the email you're going to tell me what you learned, so you'll type I learned, I was confused about, and I wondered, something that you wondered while you are creating your stop motion animation. Make sure that you, again, tell me who you are. Put your full name, because there are some people with the same first name. And then you'll press send. Make sure that yours sends. Then you can exit out. Be sure to press the subscribe button below this video. For more YouTube videos, go to bit.ly/MrsGArtRoom. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.